The following episode contains strong language, violence, and scenes of eco-terrorism with children present.
Previously on Masks and Mayhem.
Ruby and Yardak, you kind of can tell, we already established that Kevin Lewis, who has been representing Union for the trial, looked, very frantic and kind of nervous. You can actually see he's, pretty actively sweating.
Are you okay?
I'm not feeling so well.
So then I want to say, I just want to reach my hand out and say, may I?
Sure. So you pull your hands out and kind of coat them with water and imbue it with Atlantean energy, and you're running it over his head and I imagine kind of the back of his neck and stuff. And you see a bit of color come back to his cheeks. He stops sweating as much, and then all of a sudden begins to jerk violently and throws up on the ground. And moments later just collapses. You get to Lewis's room, you see Lydia, and she checks her watch. Lazerhawk, you need to rally the others. It's going to become increasingly important that we find whatever material was used to do this to Agent Lewis. So right now, to lay out the scene again, you are each at the bottom floor of an auditorium-style lecture hall, and Leland Kemp is, halfway up the stairs, his right arm currently pinned by this anvil, and he just was, screaming out, you sons of bitches! His previously, playful demeanor, gone.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted to I thought it'd be really funny to, throw an anvil on, someone during their big villain speech.
I jump up. My hands already, back. I thrust them forward, causing 5 magnificent beams of light to come out, smacking 4 of them square in the chest, knocking 3 of them out, before I limply hit the ground, and I imagine bounce.
What do you want to do, Visual?
I am going to look around and see if there's any reporters around, specifically Shauna Ortega, since we know her.
The only one you recognize is Beckett Smith.
Fuck.
What the fuck's he doing here?
He's a film!
I've had a bad night. I'll fucking knock him out in front of all these cops.
Media is struggling right now, so, they're just trying to find different ways to cut funds, making people do different jobs.
Let him open his mouth. I don't give a shit if I get bad press.
I just clock him and go, no. He might recognize me. I can't fuck with him.
As you go to leave, Visual Aid.
And I go,
hang on. I'm gonna stumble in front of this one. Kid's had a rough night. What you need?
Just trying to find out more about what happened here. Lazerhawk, this is not really my beat. Can you give me any information?
Sorry,
Beckett Smith.
Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith. To make a very long, very exhausting story short, an assembly of bad guys happened to have met up here. We tried to stop them. I think we did a good job, but my ribs hurt now.
Oh, goodness. I'm sorry, have we met before?
I don't believe so. You ever been to Riverside?
we're currently in Riverside.
Sir, I think you might have taken a harder hit than you think.
Oh no, I'm aware of how hard I got hit. I meant to say Tesla.
Did you?
No. Hang on. Visual Aid, do you remember where High Wind City? Ever been to High Winds?
No, I have not.
I don't know if we've met. Be careful with your head, Mr. Smith. It is your most valuable resource, and one too many knocks to it, suddenly you can't remember where you're from.
Can I quote you on that?
Getting hit in the head, sure.
Okay, thank you for your time. Hope you feel better.
I'm sorry I couldn't be of more use to you, Mr. Smith.
This is the most polite this kid has ever been.
Because he doesn't know who he's talking to.
He's surrounded by a bunch of masks. He's probably trying to kiss my ass a little bit right now.
Yeah, he said he's out of his element, so,
What did we learn about, what we might need to help Kevin?
You need a sample of the original poison.
You know what? I'm going to start looking and see if I would like to do some kind of check to figure out if any of the people here have a sample of the original poison. Half of them were knocked out here.
Yeah, can we, do a perception check to see if there's any kind of, just a fucking vial sitting on a desk, Resident Evil style?
I mean, I guess anybody who has it available, are you trying to check out the people, or are you trying to check out the location?
The location.
I was going to try to check out the people, but...
Alright, so Ruby, roll an insight check. Yardak, do you have investigation?
A little bit.
I mean, I could tell the police, we're looking for something we think that might be on them to help.
Okay, then do it as a persuasion check, then.
Okay, I'm going to say to the police, I was like, hey, I was going to search their pockets. The reason we were looking for them is that a colleague has been poisoned, and we're trying to find a sample of the original poison to help make an antidote.
Alright, roll persuasion.
I turned to Peck and Smith. Oh yeah, all that. Write that down.
Haha. 20, unnatural 20.
Okay, cop kind of just shrugs and goes, whatever.
Okay, I start looking through their pockets and stuff.
So now you're going to want to roll perception, then.
18.
Yeah, you're able to kind of go through their pockets. You don't seem to find anything of particular concern or note. No. Oh, sorry, what am I thinking? I'm an idiot. So, I mean, within each pocket you find the same thing, which is pretty much just, this inhaler that they use to soup up themselves.
Hang on to one of those.
I grab one. How many of them are fucking conscious?
Preferably none of them.
At this point, just barely, enough to be loaded in the paddy wagon.
The one that Yardak healed is the only useful one.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty accurate. That's the only one who is, really conscious.
I know what, Yarkalen's still there, right?
Oh, absolutely. He's just sulking.
This is why we heal them. Hey, Lazerhawk, why'd you ask him a series of very basic questions?
Yeah, I want to roll an intimidation right out the gate for this.
Do it.
That's gonna be a 25.
25? Yeah, let me know what this looks like.
So I can imagine that at this point my face resembles something closer to mincemeat. So I want to squat down in front of him, put a fist upon my cheek as if I'm leaning against it, and I want to spark it so you could hear my blood sizzle a little bit.
Your own blood.
Alright, bud. I'm gonna ask you a series of very basic questions, and you're gonna give me a series of very basic answers, Big Spark, or you're going back to sleep. Do we have an understanding?
Yeah, you can't talk to me that way. I got rights.
Shut the fuck up. You speak when I speak. Understood?
Wouldn't that mean I'm interrupting you?
I will break your fucking leg and outrun the police.
Sorry, that was more me responding than the guy.
No, that's fine. I'm just happy I had a good response for it.
So yeah, the guy looks terrified and just slowly nods. Okay.
So what the fuck were you doing here tonight, bud?
Distracting you.
Oh, distracting me from what? Go on, buddy. Don't be shy. Spark.
You're never going to be able to stop him.
Buddy, if I had $1 for every time I've heard that, I wouldn't need my fish friend here for life insurance.
I'm not the fucking Geico lizard.
So how about you sing like a canary, bud, or I'm gonna throw you down the fucking mine shaft.
You think the boss man tells me everything that's going on? No. But he told me he's got the plans, that he's going to take you down.
Look, bud, I get it, you're a mook, you don't know everything. Tell me what you know.
I'm just imagining Ruby to the side explaining the canary thing to Yarkalen.
I don't like you right now, but what is this canary?
He's gonna blow this town wide open. He's gonna make an example out of Riverside.
Sounds fun.
Sounds familiar. Try being creative.
So where you douchebags hang out, huh? You got like a Kinko's you stand behind?
No, Kemp learned when it comes to masks like you that we gotta keep on the move. He never stays in the same place for too long. That's why we came here.
I'll admit that's smart. So hey, we're looking for, some sort of an antidote or something for whatever the fuck you've been poisoning folks with. Know anything about that, or are you too low level?
Or the poison will be good too.
Yeah, you know anything about that poison, or are you too low level a mook?
And he looks very, nervous for a moment. He's like, I think Kemp had something with him. I don't know if he took it.
Fuck.
Everything was such a blur.
Turn to Ruby, Yardak, and Yarkalen and say, alright, he's all yours, and I would like to roll an investigate to look around the room.
Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. What is everybody else going to try and do?
I want to do my investigation of the room itself.
Okay, so you're going to investigate. I know Lazerhawk wants to investigate. Ruby, do you want to do anything?
Him fill his fucking knees. Gain Yarkalen's respect back.
Oh, that was spicy.
I guess I could try. I don't think I actually made a perception check around the room. I checked people's pockets for it, so I was going to do a perception check around the room, see if I notice anything else.
Just to keep it all the same, I'm going to let you make an investigation check just with a -5 penalty.
Okay.
Hang on real quickly. If they're both going to investigate the room, can I, investigate the hallway that he booked ass out of to see if maybe something fell out of his pockets?
Sure, yeah. Everyone can investigate wherever they feel fit.
Okay, so with my -5, 6.
23.
God, maybe that's the next time we level up. That's when I need to get some fucking points in.
I've got so much shit I need to put points in. 24, bud.
Yardak, you find a locked suitcase box that Kemp might have maybe dropped when he dived out of the way of Ruby's box.
By lock, what kind of lock?
Literally padlock style. And then in the case of Lazerhawk, you find in a bush kind of a strewn file with some papers in it.
Really? In the bush? You fucking idiot.
I mean, it does not appear to have been purposely put there.
I'm still gonna act like it was. I just got socked in the head.
I also would like to know how is the padlock unlocked on the suitcase?
It's literally like a key lock.
Oh, I'm just going to put water into it and freeze it.
Yeah, you're definitely going to be able to ice that lock without issue. So you pop it open, and there's a syringe inside. It's got kind of almost like a purple liquid in.
Ooh, that's what we need.
Okay, I think that's it.
I mean, yes, but hang on a minute.
Hey, Pogo Stick Boy. I'm sure.
So, can I presume that in that moment, Lazerhawk kind of stumbles back into the room and sees that they've got this magical heroin?
Not even Pogo Stick Boy. You're fucking moon shoes now.
So, yeah, I'll say that you collected these papers and walked back in.
Put a little bit of that in a vial so I can study it.
Well, aren't you going to take it to Lydia?
Well, she's still gonna need a little bit. I'm just saying, don't stick it all on Homeboy's arm immediately.
No, we're not putting the poison in his arm.
Well, no.
We're going to give you the suitcase and you get to Lydia.
Oh, that's the poison. That makes sense.
That is the poison, not, as far as I know, not an antidote. Do not stick it in his arm.
No, that's fine. I got this folder. I'm just gonna get that to her too.
Great. I don't lock it, but I close it up and I go up and away, Tigger, to the hospital.
Oh god, I feel like I could jump through the ceiling, but that'd be such a dick move. I guess I'll go out the door like a putz and boing away.
Yeah, not a fucking place of education. Leave that alone.
You act like Lazerhawk can afford to go to college. Fuck this place.
Wouldn't you have had the GI Bill? That's whatever.
You would have had the GI Bill.
Let me have my joke.
And I'm texting Lydia, and I said, we think we found the poison. Lazerhawk is currently en route to get it to you as soon as possible.
Meet me at the fucking entrance. I'm not going through this giant hole in the wall.
You get a text back, Ruby. Oh, wait, is this group text?
Yeah, I also did a group text with us and Lydia.
You get a text back, hey, this is Betsy. I have Lydia's phone. She's resting right now.
Okay. Anything else we need to do? I go, Leland Kemp got away, but we did find the poison. We're not sure where he is.
Good work, team.
And I sent a little thumbs up emoji.
So, yeah, your Yarkalen has finished sulking and walks back up to you. What now?
I think maybe we should go back to the hospital, see if there's anything else going on there. If they know we got the poison, they might try to make some kind of other attempt. I think we should be there.
I want to turn to Yarkalen and say, hey, how about we let the police handle these guys, and then they can deal with them, and we get back to the hospital so we can save our friend.
If you wish, yes.
Back to the van.
Okay, so as you're driving back, Lazerhawk, you're bounding across the city, right?
Yeah, I can imagine this is going to take me like 4 jumps.
Yeah, it's not too far. But as you're jumping, from across the city, you just notice like a big plume of smoke coming from the far side of it.
And that's the distraction. Well, guess I'm checking that out in a second.
Do I notice it in my van?
You can definitely notice it in the van, but Lazerhawk, you also start noticing from another side of town something exploding.
Ah, fuck.
Just drop off the vial and go.
We're listening to music and I immediately turn on the radio to, like, news.
Yes, you're listening to WKRD. We are getting reports in from across the city of various attacks occurring. We believe that they are potentially being orchestrated by the so-called Green Wave. Each location seems to have a recording playing, and we've obtained a sample of one such recording. Yes, we have left 1,000 cars idling in neutral.
You guys are the worst fucking eco-terrorists ever.
You may think this is terrible, but this is exactly how much you're polluting by not carpooling to work.
What?
This makes about as much sense as a PETA protest.
Dude, I'm going full murder hobo on this guy. I'm bringing my total up to 2.
But basically each location has like a message being played like this. It's not the same message each time, to be clear.
And I go, Yardak, call Betsy and figure out if she knows where we should be headed.
All right. Beep, boop, beep, 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 boop, beep.
Betsy is taking a defensive stance, like, along a pillar near the hospital.
I imagine I literally jump, like, right next to her. Hey, Betsy, take this. Got this folder. Gotta go see what the fuck that's all about. And I bound off before she can say anything. Just, like, put down suitcase, hand folder. Adios.
And so you're calling Betsy now?
Yes.
Yardak, what's going on?
I mean, we're driving. Oh. You're talking as Betsy. Fuck. You know, in fairness, I precisely answered that question.
Yardak, what the hell is going on?
I don't know. There's fires going all over the city. Shit's exploding. Cars are in neutral.
This can't be a coincidence that they got you all to Riverside University and all of a sudden all these things are happening. I don't know what it is, but Kemp is definitely off his rocker, it seems.
Oh yeah, no, everything was definitely a distraction to keep us from whatever the hell he was planning here in the city.
He's getting to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest territory. Like, what the fuck? Do I know where, like, we are in the van right now?
So if you're on your way, you're basically, like, heading in the direction of downtown if you were heading towards the hospital. But I don't know, like, if Lazerhawk just dropped info and ran, so I don't know if where Lazerhawk's going.
The last explosion.
I don't know where that fucking is.
I guess from Lazerhawk's perspective, that would be the water treatment plant.
Oh, god damn it.
Not this again.
Because I've had a lot of fun there.
Since you can bound pretty far pretty quickly, I'm also going to say, as you're getting closer, you hear another recording. Sure, this might seem like a waste of water, but you're wasting just as much water by not turning off your shower when you're washing your hair.
I take baths. The water shut off. Haha, I've proven you wrong.
Bold of you to assume I can afford a shower.
Oh.
These are not recordings that are being sent to you.
Why do you think I live next to the ocean?
God. Can I tell, like, which one of the explosions that we are closest to in the van right now?
So as of right now, after you've been listening to the radio for a bit, Lazerhawk's at the water filtration plant, and there is just basically a series of, like, bombs going off nearby. The other things that you have found out about is the cars idling in neutral.
I'll be honest, that seems like the least of our problems right now.
An oil pipeline was burst, flowing oil into the river. A bunch of children are being held hostage.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
And some cars in the north end are blowing up.
And Timmy's stuck in the water well.
Especially the oil in the water. Me and Yarkalen can take care of that.
No, I was gonna say, send some Union agents to turn the cars off. Like, that's...
So when they tried to stop the cars idling in neutral, they exploded.
What the fuck?
Did they or did they not stop idling?
Yeah, but it killed the agent that tried to stop it. Like, he was just like, oh, I just gotta turn the key, right?
And one less person's carbon emissions. We're actually helping.
Jesus Christ, Dan.
Well, alright, looks like Dan's now on the side of the green wave. What a weird heel turn I wasn't expecting.
I'm going to assume this is a Union agent whose name I've never asked, because I didn't ask what agent it was.
Remember, there's only like 5 in this whole city right now.
But do you have any idea which way we should head right now?
I mean, I just handed off the stuff to Lydia. She's struggling, I'll be honest. And then all of a sudden you hear a rattle of gunfire over the phone.
Fuck!
Well, I feel like that answers that question.
Rickard, take evasive maneuvers.
And I think Ruby just goes like white as a ghost.
You do hear the familiar zap zap of the Hornet, though.
Oh, good. We left her there. Good. Fuck else is in this town. There's way too much of this. I don't know. I was like, do we split up? Do we all try to go together to one and then together to the other one? Which one?
I mean, if I can metagame for the briefest of moments, Yardak could probably do something about that oil spill.
Well, yeah, that's what I said, is I can take care of the oil spill.
Alright, so the oil spill is up near Palladino Ridge. It's like very north of the city.
Fuck, we're just sirens on visual van style is well. I'm driving as fast as I can, and I'm keeping the radio on with the news, trying to see if I can discover anything else.
Actually, wait, no. So the oil spill wouldn't be the closest. Sorry, I was trying to think the closest one besides. Technically, Lazerhawk would be your closest one, which is the treatment plant.
Fuck it. You know what? Actually, let's go to the filtration plant and help Lazerhawk, pick up Lazerhawk, then head to the oil spill.
That I'll accept, kiddo.
Okay. Let's just say we called Lazerhawk to, get in on this.
At the filtration plant, basically, you see a bunch of trucks loaded up with C4, just, all around the plant.
And I know I'm going to turn to Yardak and Yarkalen and say, does water, neutralize bombs? I don't fucking know. How do bombs work?
C4 can be frozen. At least according to every movie, TV show, and video game I've ever played, and honestly, we're playing by that logic. They can be frozen.
Alright, well then, and we're at a water treatment plant, so we got some water.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Water, freeze, please?
I want to hold out my hand and take Yarkalen's hand, and I want us to go together and whoosh the water around all these trucks and snap freeze them.
Everyone roll a perception check.
Fuck.
Oh, you gotta fuck things up, huh?
8.
14.
21.
22.
I think Yardak and Lazerhawk notice this at the same time. Lazerhawk, with enough to make a decision here, you look up towards that top tower that's in the water filtration plant, and you realize there's a sniper beating down on Yardak, who takes a shot.
Interposed, bitch.
Alright, I guess I'm getting knocked out and shot today. This is great. I mean, I'm gonna take the shot.
I'll put out, the Lazerhawk does have a hero point right now. I'm not sure how you can use it, but I just want to point out that you have one.
Well, let's see how this goes.
Alright, what's your dodge plus 10?
16.
16, that is a hit. You're going to want to roll a toughness check.
Do I have any negatives, or did all that shit get healed away?
Yeah, you're dazed, hindered, staggered, and a -3.
Oh yeah, Yardak, you should probably do something about that after I take this bullet for you.
What to say? Yeah, after the bullet is dealt with.
So, yeah, 29 toughness.
29. Describe to me what it looks like when you save Yardak here.
Same as Ruby, I use my pulsar pogo to kinda get in front of the bull. I essentially JFK dive in front of it.
The JFK dive didn't work.
Yeah. The shot goes the way that you basically tumble into Yardak, clips off your shoulder and doesn't really fuck, I got shot, but you're gonna power through and be fine.
I would like to immediately pulsar pogo into the man, grab him, and slam him to the ground.
Now he's on a tower. Are you saying you're gonna jump up there and throw him from the tower?
I'm not gonna murder him. I'm gonna slam him on the ground on his little tower.
Roll a grab check, Lazerhawk.
23.
Okay, and now, you've got him, so now we're gonna do contested strength checks.
Come at me, Scribbler. I'm fucking ripped. 21.
Oh, you've got a good grab. Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm slamming him to the ground like this is the WWF and shit.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll anything for that. What would be your unarmed damage?
Plus 10.
He out. Not dead, but he out.
I'm hauling him over my shoulder and taking him with.
Do you leave the sniper rifle?
Yeah. Well, wait, no. Evidence. I take that. I wear gloves.
Okay, what do you do next?
I hop back. I throw him on the ground, and I go, ta-da!
And I go, I know, I'm just gonna be like, we don't have time to take him with us, and I, like, make some rope and tie him up, and, like, 911, I said, like, we got a sniper at the water treatment plant, but we gotta move on. We tied him up.
No. We haven't frozen this shit yet.
We did, didn't we?
No, we talked about it.
Oh, shit, sorry. Okay, you freeze the shit, and then I'll call them.
Okay, and then now that we got that shit taken care of, I want to reach out, grab hands with Yarkalen, and then use our combined water-wielding magicness to get all the water from around us and surround the trucks and snap freeze them.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll that as a water attack then.
Ooh, 15 plus 10, so 25.
Okay. Describe to me what it looks like.
Kind of like tying your shoes, like the water kind of weaves around. More basket weaving than shoe tying. And then once the water surrounds the truck, I go through with a snap and freeze it. It's an instantaneous freeze.
Okay. All the trucks appear to be frozen.
Okay.
Can we appear to be was a word that was used there that makes me frightened.
Good.
Cool. You guys said there were a bunch of kids being held hostage?
No. Now we gotta do the oil.
You gotta do the oil.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that is actually just a me and Yarkalen thing we can take care of if you guys want to go get the kids.
Look, bud, call me a softie, but I have a kid of my own.
And I go to Lazerhawk, you go get the kids, I'll chauffeur these two to the oil spill.
Sounds good.
I mean, you're at the water treatment plant. They could just, zip their own way over.
I was like, I can go with you to help save the kids. If you give me a piggyback ride, will you help me get the van later?
Get on.
And I do call the police and be like, we tied up a sniper at the water treatment plant and we're heading to the next disaster.
Oh, okay. You should, there's a lot going on, Visual Aid, but thank you for the heads up.
Yeah, I didn't want it to just be like, we left a man tied up.
Can I presume that, we're constantly in the by now we use speakerphone mode?
Yeah.
Just wanted to let you know so you can take care of it when you got time. I understand there's a lot of shit in the mud right now.
We froze the bombs at the water treatment plant.
As you're bounding along, you hear one of the announcements going, around the country, there are thousands of people driving with headlights on for no reason. Car explodes.
What? The headlights do nothing.
What the fuck? What does that mean?
With headlights on?
So we've got cars blowing up. We've got third graders that are being held hostage.
Okay, let's go get those kids.
There's oil going into the river. 1,000 cars idling in neutral that are set to blow.
And some asshole in the north end keeps flushing his goddamn toilet over and over again.
Oh man, don't let them know.
How long did it take to get to them kids?
Hey out there. So the trial of Union draws to a close. What have you thought about this arc? It represents a bit of what I consider a necessary response to last season's events, but also a villain who is somehow both a serious threat, but not a person you would take seriously. Anyway, if you have any thoughts on the matter, feel free to shoot us an email, gm@masksandmayhem.com. We've got something new we want to let you in on. Our very own Dan has been streaming on Twitch with the username Crashin' Thrashin', playing games like Dead by Daylight, Pokemon, and Dream Daddy. Pride Month might be over, but you can still keep up with everyone's favorite gay Atlantean. And he can be found right at twitch.tv/crashandthrashin'. Links can be found in the show notes, of course. But for now, let's get back to the game. Well, let me see. So you're at the filtration plant, which is in the Centennial. They are basically in downtown, like right before you get to the north end.
So what's that, 3 leaps and a jumping jack?
Yeah, basically. It's not too far for you.
Boing, 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 bring it, fuckers.
Okay. As soon as we get there, I'm going to look up to see if there's anywhere that looks like a sniper could be.
Oh, I want to point this out. I am not landing directly in front of it. I am landing on the highest rooftop so I can survey the situation.
Yeah, so when you land, you hear the announcement going, "We're forcing these third graders to smoke. We earlier were idling 1,000 cars in neutral. It's basically the same thing."
Yeah, I want to roll perception here.
Yeah, I would also like to roll perception. And I'm specifically looking to see if I see a sniper.
I'm surveying the actual school itself, if Ruby's got that.
21.
22.
Alright, so you both basically notice, like, you can see into the windows. These windows are hazy and filled with smoke. Each of the Green Wave members appears to have a gas mask on and is holding a rifle and just patrolling around the kids in the various classrooms.
I never thought that I was going to jack a pack of Winstons off an 8-year-old, but when in Riverside.
But, okay, do I see anything with a sniper?
No, there are no snipers that you can see.
So here's what's going to happen, kid. We're going to jump down, I'm going to put you down, and then I'm jumping through a window and punching someone. We good with that?
Don't punch a kid.
Well, look, I think there's a bit of a height difference where I'd be able to tell. Keep in mind, I'm a dad.
That's fair. Let's go.
Hop on.
We get it, you have a kid, Jesus.
We get it.
I'm gonna say that I'd already put 2 daggers in my boots, and I go, okay, let's go, and I just, like, make a sword. And I'm holding it.
I'm sorry, RC, but is my arc this season not trying to be a better father? Maybe I should talk about it more since I didn't in season 1.
Ooh.
Fuck me for trying.
Yes, exactly. Are we trying to be stealthy, or are we just doing it?
Whatever Ruby wants to do, Ruby can do. It'll probably be easier for her to be stealthy if I'm being obnoxious.
I guess I'll try to be stealthy, but I'm going down with him, so I don't know how well that's gonna work.
So alright, so the way I'm imagining this going down then is jump, land, let Ruby go. Ruby gets into like a fighting stance, runs to the door, lets herself in. Meanwhile, Lazerhawk just bounds through a window, trying to like just basically roundhouse kick a guy.
Yeah.
Pulsar Pogo, Superman Punch.
Can I roll a stealth check just to like try and be a little stealthy going up?
Yes.
Okay.
Lazerhawk, you should roll an attack check. I'm going to give you a +2 circumstance bonus as well for surprising this guy.
Okay. 18 for my stealth. Sneak.
Fucking 29, get wrecked.
Alright, what is the DC on that, Lazerhawk?
It's gonna be a Taser Fist 25.
Out.
He's out.
And the smoke is also pouring out of the room now, and the kids have stopped smoking, and they're like, yay!
I want to say when Ruby's stealthing, she hears the Pink Panther music in her head, which I won't sing for copyright reasons.
Anyway, so yeah, you punched this guy, knocked him out, some of the kids are running out. Ruby, you've let yourself in.
I have the sword, I still am holding the sword, but I don't have it, like, fighting stance anymore, because it's mostly the kids.
Yeah, you see, basically, because you're being stealthy, you see one of the guys with a rifle and gas mask running across the hall towards where Lazerhawk just crashed through.
Okay, I would like to, can I, as a reaction, just, like, make a wall in front of him? The one who's, like, running?
I love that.
To make him run into it?
Yes.
Do it. Yeah, what's the... I'm gonna do that at the same... What's the DC for, like, trapping someone? I'm gonna use the same thing.
Plus 10, that'll be 17.
Alright, success, and let's see if he gets knocked out. Out.
Yeah!
Just full on rammed into it head first. You see the gas mask crumpled up, like...
Were they the only 2?
That's the only 2 that you can see.
Okay.
I would like to, I have 2 things I want to do. I want to make a ramp outside the big hole for them to, like, start going out of. And also, do any of the kids seem, like, particularly upset?
I mean, they're coughing like crazy.
Okay.
And like, crying, and like, I want my mommy!
I start, like, if some of the ones that are crying, I start making, like, stuffed animals, and start handing them to them.
Alright, roll a persuasion check.
Nat 20.
Oh yeah, they're super happy. As paramedics are starting to pull up,
I want to point out the stuffed animals look like bodega and cafe.
Good.
amazing. So you hear the smashing of glass as one of the other members breaks a window and just starts blind firing out of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna solar shotgun him.
Can I kind of make like a canopy over us, but maybe made out of like the block? Wait, are they coming from above?
Sorry, I should have clarified. This is like a school, like it's all one story. And in another classroom, one of the other classrooms, because I said there was multiple.
Okay, I just make... So is he coming like directly out of a window?
Yeah, like literally like, a window that's like 40 feet away. He broke the window with his butt of his gun and is just kind of blind firing, like...
Okay.
Not even looking where he's firing. He's just like pointing his gun out and...
I make a wall in front of that window.
Okay.
But maybe not like directly in front, that way Lazerhawk can still like get in.
Okay, so like enough to like block the direction where you're coming from.
Yes.
Okay. Do you still want to try to fire at him, Lazerhawk?
I mean, I'm gonna make a bit of an adjustment so I can get him easier, but yeah, I'm still gonna shoot at him.
Okay, I was just gonna say that if you want to get in the right position, you just have to do an acrobatics check.
Been waiting all night.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, that's a 33.
Yeah, I think you do a really cool tumble dive. That's cool enough, actually, that I'm gonna say, like, you got a beat on him immediately and you hit.
Bet. I want to turn to Ruby and say, make sure they're safe. I'm gonna check the rest of the school.
Gotcha.
And I legit scoop up a pack of Winstons off the ground before I take off. Lazerhawk hasn't smoked since high school, but it's been a day.
Yeah, you do a sweep of the school, you run into another one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Sparta kick him, hopefully hard enough for him to bounce off a fucking wall, since I can hold up a building, act like I skip leg day.
Yeah, roll an attack check.
Can we roll it as a taser fist?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, I mean, it's the same DC, just this one's cooler. Yeah, that's a 24.
What is that DC?
With a DC of 25.
You just go, this is Sparta, and he's like, what year is... He gets hit.
Lazerhawk's been hanging out with Ruby too much.
I mean, we have been doing training together. Okay, so I'm gonna finish my loop, get back to Ruby. Are, like, the kids good?
Yeah, the kids all seem good. They've been picked up by some paramedics. Police have shown up.
And I go, great.
Awesome.
You know what, I'm gonna turn to the police and they go, do we know which ones are still need to be taken care of?
Well, there's still the 1,000 cars idling in neutral, and there's oil pumping into the river, and there's cars blowing up, and I think the hospital's under attack.
Oh yeah, one of us should get back to the hospital.
Probably.
Alright, hop on. Let's call Yardak.
Yardak, meanwhile...
What to say?
So, Yardak, you're swimming.
Real fast.
You get to basically this oil pipeline, and it looks like it was just, like, rammed into with a car, and now it's just spewing into the river.
Okay, I want to, once again, with Yarkalen's help, take all the water that has been filled with oil and just push it back up into the pipe. And then once we have that into the pipe, I want to then freeze a big slab of water on top of it.
You're going to need to roll a water attack. I'm basically going to treat it like you're trying to move hostile water.
It's going to be a 16 plus 10 is 26.
Okay, you've definitely got a hold of this water. Are you doing anything else?
While we're pushing it back into the pipe. Unless that's what that roll was.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. The roll, you're slowly kind of pushing it back into the pipe. The other issue is obviously you need to find a way to, like, seal the pipe.
Well, I'm gonna then, once all the bad water is in, take some good water and then, a good bit of good water and freeze it. And that way we can get somebody here that can actually patch the hole.
Ah yes, the previously never before mentioned D-list hero, the welder. He's kinda like the crafter. At least he likes to think so.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have you roll to try to freeze it, because you're trying to do this, like, wall.
Ooh, okay. That's going to be a 14, and then 10 is 24.
Alright, so you're freezing that. All of a sudden you hear a little thwip.
Oh god, what now?
And when you look over, it's almost like it's in slow motion.
You die.
Your Kalen is dead.
Like, where are you positioned, actually? I think that'll be important, like, to do this. Like,
Just directly in front of the pipe looking at it, trying to freeze it.
So yeah, as you're working really hard to freeze this, and also like Yarkalen's holding the water in place, and you look over and you see one of the runes like Yardane had hit Yarkalen, and all of a sudden he loses his ability to control the water and starts falling into the river.
Oh, okay. I want to whip around and see if I can't see who did it, and then shoot an ice lance at them.
Yeah, you can see someone from a bridge. Basically, like, it's a very interesting, like, it almost basically looks like almost like a slingshot kind of, what's what I'm looking for? Like a crossbow. Like, that's how they were able to do it at such a long distance.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to ice lance them?
Yeah. Basically, shoot them back.
As you're doing that, though, Yarkalen is falling, the ice is starting to break because it wasn't fully sealed yet. Roll that attack check.
Ooh, 18.
Okay, the DC?
Oh, well, I got my modifier yet. 18, and then...
You definitely hit, that much I can tell you.
Oh, okay. Well, then the DC is 24.
DC is 24, okay. Yeah, this lance, I'm going to say you hit him in the shoulder.
Okay, did I knock him down?
A lot of shoulder shots in this show. You hit him in the shoulder, they take a step back, and they tumble over the railing and fall off the bridge into the water below.
And then before it can break, I want to turn back around and refreeze the water that I was freezing, and then I'm going to go after Yarkalen.
Yeah, you get him out of the water. He's not breathing.
Okay, I was like, so the rune did it. I was like, the bitch breathes water. That's why I was like, he can wait a sec. Yeah, so I was like, he can wait a sec. It's fine. I can deal with this other guy. Okay, but the water, so the thing froze around the pipe.
The thing is frozen, and you get to Yarkalen and you get him out, but he is like on the ground, unconscious, not breathing.
Okay, so to be a hero, and so I'm not a murderer, I'm going to grab Yarkalen, jump back in the water real quick, shoot on down to where that guy is, toss him out so he doesn't drown and die. Then I'm going to real quick try to either like get rid of the rune that's on his chest or just heal him.
The thing that didn't make any sense to me is why you brought Yarkalen back into the water after you got him out, is what I was confused about.
Because then I would have to go back and forth. This way he's just with me.
Sorry, you gotta drown for a minute.
It's only for like a hot second. He's already not breathing.
Jesus fucking Christ, Dan.
Anyway, okay, so yeah, you're able to get it. Roll a healing check.
21.
You rip the stone with the rune off of him, and you kind of are able to like do healing and CPR, and he starts like, he coughs up some water and goes,
I think it's ironic that he coughs up water, but I don't laugh at him right now.
And he looks up at you and he goes, what happened to me?
You got hit with some kind of, I don't know, non-breathing rune, and almost lost you there for a sec, but we got you.
How? What?
I don't know, fucking David over here decided he was going to slingshot you thinking you were Goliath, and then you went down, so, I mean, it worked.
He's not gonna fucking get that.
How does Yardak get that?
I read about you people.
Yardak's been in America long enough to know what Christianity is.
Yarkalen is still like a little woozy, and meanwhile, I guess what are y'all doing after that, actually?
And then Yardak's phone starts to ring, because we established that we were calling him.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up?
What's the sitch?
Well, we got the pipe fixed. We had some rune sniper. Cool name. Don't hate that.
That is a cool name.
But we got it fixed. We're fine. The dude is out of commission.
Awesome.
I will say, how long will that ice hold, though?
Long enough.
Well, I did like a real thick, like I encased it in ice. It's not just like a single sheet.
Okay.
So we've got the exploding cars and what left?
Exploding cars and the cars that are in neutral.
Which also explode.
Oh, and the hospital.
The cars in neutral I could give a dead moose's last shit about. Oh wait, no, those blow up when you turn them off. Never mind.
So we'll have to take care of them eventually, but honestly, I'm not against the green wave, trying to save the environment, but fuck the ozone layer right now. People are dying. Immediately.
Quick decision time, which way am I heading? I'm personally leaning toward hospital.
Well, I mean, that's not the cops, but we have actual union personnel at the hospital. And Hornet.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I say exploding cars.
Yeah.
Alright, Yardak, are you comfortable leaving your buddy, or you guys coming with? How we doing this? I'm already making my way that direction. for the record.
So you're heading towards the north end now.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'd say, do you think we could just, like, have Ruby, like, make mass boxes and explode the cars?
I mean, that's an option, but I'd be lying if I said that your ice wouldn't be useful right now, Yardak. I know that you guys are in this shit, but so are all of us.
I mean, that'll work, too.
Awesome.
Putting a box around it is basically just creating shrapnel at that point.
It is.
Oh yeah, fair point.
Can he swim here? Swim to the thing?
He could swim to the Kirby Bridge and meet up with you there.
Okay.
Alright, good, because I'll be honest, I'm gonna be useful here. Or useless here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I got hit in the head today.
Just today.
Shut up.
So you get to the cars, and basically it's just been like a line of cars, and they've been exploding one by one. It was basically cars on the bridge. So it's just like, boom. Like a minute later, boom. A minute later, like, in a row.
Oh yeah, that thing's gonna go if we don't do something about it.
The bridge looks real fucked up.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm about to say the most you can do is evacuate.
Does anywhere look like the bridge is about to, like, start collapsing?
Do a perception check.
Can I, also roll that?
Yeah.
Luckily, it was a 9. 13.
16.
Yeah, you do see a couple sections where the bridge is starting to, like, teeter a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna start making, like, support beams.
Thank God, because I don't think I can hold that one up.
Yeah.
And this is the bridge that Yardak almost destroyed the first episode.
Do I need to roll anything?
Yeah, roll a create check. What's everybody else doing?
Making my way there.
There's civilians running around.
Okay, 23 overall.
I'm gonna jump where the civilians are and yell at them to fucking run toward not on the bridge, idiots.
Move, bitch, get out the way.
Ruby, you start making support beams, and Lazerhawk, you're basically just yelling at people.
Yeah, just get off the bridge, don't sit around and stare. What the fuck am I gonna do? A bridge is collapsing, bro.
You could hop them away.
You could hop them away.
Well, I'm not gonna be able to do all of them, so I'm still yelling at them. Fly, you fools! But yeah, I guess I'm gonna grab who I can and, like, kind of back and forth, boing boing, like with that, cruise ship situation.
So you're doing that. Yardak, what are you doing?
I want to finally take down that goddamn bridge.
Oh, well, I mean, you guys can deal with there's people on the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Since there are people that are running off the bridge, there are still people that are in the middle of it, or like might not be able to get off in time. So I'm going to tell Yarkalen that we're both going to use our powers to basically just kind of go shoop out of the water, grab somebody, shoop into the water, put them onto the land, and just choop 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 choop.
Okay, so y'all have been kind of landed. You started doing your things, support beams and moving civilians, yelling at civilians. Meanwhile, boom, another car went off in the line.
Ah!
Yeah, at this point, if the bridge dies, the bridge dies. But the people we gotta save.
Fuck that, if the bridge dies, there's gonna be people on the bridge. I'm going to scream out in between one of my jumps. Hey, can you guys freeze that?
Freeze what, the car?
Yes, freeze the cars so they don't explode.
We have established that you can freeze a bomb.
Yeah, okay, well, so then we'll do that. I was just trying to get the people out of the way.
Fuck the people, I got them.
When I say fuck the people, I get yelled at.
Can I make an inflatable slide for them to slide into the water? If they need to.
I mean, I guess this bridge is really tall.
Oh, maybe not then.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking like it's like a suspension bridge.
No, imagine Brooklyn Bridge, like very stone and very tall.
I'm trying to think how I can help them get out.
I mean, yeah, no, I just meant like the slide would be almost like comical, honestly, how long it would be.
These guys have had a hell of a day and we can't give teddy bears to all of them.
We're freezing the cars?
Yeah.
Roll a water attack check.
I'm saving people so Yardak can freeze the cars.
Almost. It was a 19, so 29.
You are able to freeze a car, a few moments pass, and this one doesn't explode. And then a few more moments pass, and the next one doesn't explode.
Oh, it was a daisy chain.
Sweet.
Meanwhile, Ruby, you're getting a call from Bullard.
I pick it up.
Ruby, I need you all to get the hell back here right now. You hear a couple more shots from Betsy's pistol.
We gotta get back to the hospital ASAP.
Rickard's down.
And then I go, we've gotta go now.
I'm already next to you saying get the fuck on.
I'm just on right away.
Meet you there. Boing.
What about Yardak?
We're just gonna go poink back in the water and zoom.
And so you jump in the water, zip your way as close as you can to the hospital.
as we're in the water, just kind of do like a fucking like leap out, but then just bring water with us and just keep going.
Yes, I love that. As you arrive at the hospital, it looks like it's been under attack for some time. You're seeing like a lot of explosions clearly have happened, some down trees, some bodies on the ground.
Do I, while I am leaping, notice where Bullard is?
You can't see her from the outside, at least.
Ruby just, as soon as Lazerhawk lands, Ruby just runs in.
Where the bad guy's at? While she's doing that, I'm taking care of whoever did this.
So you can't see you don't see anybody outside here right now.
As I'm running, I'm like making a sword.
You know, fuck that. If we can't see anything outside, make the sword, stay on my back, it's quicker.
Just like a fucked up jousting tournament.
What is Yardak doing? What do you want Yarkalen to be doing?
Better. We want Yarkalen to be doing better.
As a person, emotionally.
Sorry, what are we doing?
Oh, well, we know Rickard's down, so I want us to head to him as quick as we can. So we're going to make our way back to where we last were, in that room we were in.
That makes sense.
Thank you.
Okay, so basically as you get up to where Kevin Lewis's room and Lydia were, basically you're coming up from behind on a bunch of green wave like guys, again, gas masks and rifles and whatnot, laying down fire towards the room. You can't see anybody right now. You see a bunch of things that were like kicked up against the wall, like barricades and stuff, like, shelves overturned and things.
Okay, how many of the green wave guys are there?
Right now you can see 3 of them.
I'm going to clock one of them.
Well, isn't it just me and Yarkalen?
Oh yeah, fuck.
That's all 4 of you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm socking one of them.
Take out the blunt end of my spear, like hold it upside down. Just fucking whack one of them in the back of the head.
I'm basically doing with the sword.
All of you roll attack checks.
Hell yeah.
Like that scene in The Wizard of Oz where the lion, the scarecrow, and the Tin Man just jump a bunch of guards.
Everybody's going to get a +5 bonus to hit.
Oh, well damn, so 28 then.
33.
So 32.
Everyone in synchronous motion bops a guy in the back of the head and knocks them out.
And then I want to yell, you guys okay in there?
And you see Betsy look around from the corner. She's definitely taken like a hit to the one arm.
Another shoulder shot?
Another shoulder shot. Like, it hit her arm, and like her arm is like limp.
Oh.
Where's Rickard?
He's in here.
I just run over.
Yardak, you should get on him.
Remember, Kevin Lewis is like in a bed unconscious. Lydia is like slumpily, like slowly trying to do work with the vials and things that were brought over. And Rickard is just like on the ground. He took like a shot to the stomach, trying to hold pressure on his own wound.
I just make like cloth and start like putting it in his wound to like stop the bleeding.
Okay, like gauze, basically.
And because it's materializing out of nothing, it's completely sterile.
Yeah!
What is everybody doing now?
Putting pressure on my boyfriend's gun wound and having PTSD flashbacks to him being in a coma.
And also the last person you saw got shot.
Oh my god, who's right fucking there? God, Ruby's therapist is not getting paid enough.
I want to give Betsy a heal, because her arm is all fucked up.
Just want to point out you're healing her first. I roll that healing check.
Oh. Well, and then I'm going to say, okay, you're
No, you made your choice.
Fine, 23 for Betsy, and then I'm going to roll for fucking Rickard.
While all of this is happening, Brock is standing guard at the door, making sure that if anyone else comes.
I'm imagining like a crouching stance, like solar shotgun in both directions, just like looking back and forth.
Yep.
For Rickard, it was a 7 with a 10 modifier, so 17.
All right, Rickard stabilizes. Betsy is healed.
Okay.
Like, she shifts her arm and she's like, God, that's useful.
Ruby kisses him on the top of his head. And Ruby's just gonna say to Yardak, like, thank you.
And Lydia goes, Brock.
I'm standing in the doorway, so I kind of like lean my head back a little bit. Hit me.
It's almost done. I think I need to lie down. And she pretty much starts passing out like into your arms.
Is he catching her?
Yes.
I mean, I hope so. But she is basically unconscious.
Ah, shit.
And we don't want to heal her because it'll hurt her.
We don't know if it's that yet. It might be worth taking a risk.
Oh.
I don't know enough about this shit, pointing at the papers and all that shit.
Do you still have your hero point, Lazerhawk?
I do.
Okay. RC, would GM, suggestion be able to tell us whether or not it would be safe to make a heal?
You're fucking smart.
I mean, you can't ask me that. Like, you just...
I'll take the gamble and spend the point.
You want some GM inspiration.
Yeah, essentially, what the fuck do we do?
When you looked into Lydia's eyes for the few moments that she was, conscious enough to talk to you, you could tell that she was entrusting you to finish this task.
Great.
That she trusted that you could take care of this for the little bit that remained.
I guess I'm rolling an investigation check to see if I can figure this out.
I'd make, a bed or a couch or something for him to put Lydia down on.
This is what I'm not trying to bungle. That's an 18.
From what you saw, basically, the instructions are pretty well laid out. You just have to mix a few things together, and then it says shake and inject.
I mix, I shake, and I inject.
Who are you injecting it into?
Lydia.
Kevin's been sicker a lot longer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Kevin's been sicker longer. He probably needs it. Lydia can deal for a minute.
Yeah, so you're able to get it into a syringe, get it into Lewis's arm, and after a few minutes, he doesn't wake up, but the brightness starts coming back to his cheeks and everything.
Good. Do I have enough for a second dose?
You do.
Second verse, same as the first.
Her eyes open for a moment, and then she kind of goes back to sleep, but again, more color in her cheeks, she stops sweating, all the signs that you were seeing before are going away.
Is there still a metric assload of gunfire going on?
No, around the time that you got there, that's when that started ending.
I collapse.
Everybody's gonna sit there and go,
Fair enough.
fuck, are those cars still in neutral?
Fuck. Can't they deal with one? Just one?
Is there a radio in here? A TV? Or, fuck, I turned the news on my phone.
Yeah.
What is the news saying now?
These cars that are idling neutral are just getting louder and faster, and more smoke is just pluming from them now. It's kind of setting the whole city into a bit of a haze.
Fuck it, we gotta go get those. Also, can someone give me a ride to my van?
Oh, another car to spray pollution.
I'll get you to the van when we're done. Get on my back.
And I go, okay. I turned to Rickard and said, I promise I'll be back as soon as I can.
And he gives a thumbs up.
Well, we can come with you. He got a buff. He can carry us, right?
Are you gonna make me roll for this?
No, what I'm gonna say is, hey, Betsy, you got your car? Can we borrow it?
Throws you the keys.
Cool. All right.
Can you drive?
Yeah, I've driven before.
So yeah, you're able to get to the 1,000 cars idling in neutral, and it's a thick haze around you.
God, do we have to freeze these too? I don't, 'cause they're gonna fucking blow up, right? If we try to turn them off?
Yeah.
I'm just looking around for water, see if there's water around.
Is there a hydrant I could bust?
I would hope so on a city street.
Ruby just starts making a little bit of water that she can.
No, there's definitely a hydrant that you can bust.
Bang.
Me and Yarkalen just go to town freezing any car we can... Well, not every car. Every on-car that is idling that we can see.
As you're doing that, Ruby, you realize that just in the distance you do see Leland Kemp.
Where?
He's just a little ways down the road.
Please point him out. Please point him out.
And you see he's got a bit of a sling on his arm, and he's got some kind of clicker in his hand.
Shit, I used my hero point.
Is he? How far away is he?
Good 50 feet.
Where is his finger in relation to on the trigger? Is it on the trigger?
On it, imagine he's holding a pen. It's on it.
Another anvil.
Well, I'm afraid he'll press it. If I drop something on him, he'll knock into it.
That's fair.
I want to make a box around it, but not leave any room. Just cement shoe his fucking hand. And then I'm probably gonna yell there right as soon as I'm done.
What is the DC on trapping someone again?
The create, it is 17.
So if he gets lower than a 17, you succeed. If he gets higher than a 17, the jig is up.
Ugh, I hate this. I hate this much.
With a 16,
Oh,
you are successful.
Fuck! And then I yell, hey, asshole!
And it forms around his hand. You can tell he's trying to click it, but he can't.
Can I assume that at this point I definitely notice?
Absolutely.
It's time for a pulsar clothesline.
Roll that attack.
Yeah, so with that net 20 altogether, that's gonna be a 30.
Tell me what this looks like.
I bound forward, and I smash my bicep against his face as hard as I can, in the hopes to knock him out like I'm Stan Hansen and shit.
Kemp goes down in a pile of meat and bone.
And I am immediately on him in a chokehold, making sure he doesn't go anywhere.
You have successfully captured Leland Kemp.
Hell yeah, beat his ass.
And I believe with their combined powers, Yardak and Yarkalen are able to create an icy mist that freezes these 1,000 cars that are idling in neutral.
Sweet.
Which slowly dissipates the cloud that was choking the city.
We are heroes. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Ruby calls the police. It just goes, "We got Kemp. Come and get him."
Chapter 55, On the Stand, Part 5.
Masks and Mayhem uses the game Mutants and Masterminds 3rd Edition by Green Ronin Publishing. We are not affiliated. This episode was brought to you by Crashin' Thrashin' on Twitch. The episode was written, edited, and forced to confront the morality of fossil fuels by myself, R.C. Byler, with production assistance by Pope Brandon Brownson. If you enjoy the show, please leave a review for us on podchaser.com. It lets us know how you feel and helps us get the word out. Our logo art is by Jenn Evans, and our font is by AJ Solomon. Our theme music is by Pope Brandon Brownson. Additional music credits, social media links, blog posts, and episodes can be found on our website at masksandmayhem.com.